Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by clutter in your home? Do you find it harder to move around, clean, or even relax because of the things piling up around you? If so, you're not alone. Many of us, especially as we age, accumulate items over the years that no longer serve us, yet we hold on to them for sentimental reasons or simply out of habit. But what if I told you that decluttering doesn't just free up physical space? It can also make room for a lighter, more peaceful life. In this video, I'll guide you through 28 things you might not need in your home anymore, helping you simplify your living space and reduce unnecessary stress. You'll discover simple, effective strategies for letting go of clutter, whether it's outdated appliances, duplicate kitchen utensils, or even sentimental collectibles that are taking up precious space. Together, we'll explore how clearing out the old can improve your safety, enhance your comfort, and make your home a more enjoyable place to be. But that's not all. By watching until the end, you'll not only learn how to reclaim valuable space in your home, but also how to make your living environment safer, more functional, and better aligned with the life you want to live. You'll also gain practical tips for letting go of things with ease so you won't feel overwhelmed or guilty about the process. So, stay with me, and let's start transforming your home into a clutter-free sanctuary that supports your well-being and happiness. Ready to take the first step toward a simpler, brighter home? Let's dive in. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Coffee table chaos. Why it might be time to let it go. Let's take a moment to talk about a piece of furniture almost every home has, the coffee table. For decades, it's been the proud centerpiece of living rooms. But here's a question that's been on my mind. When was the last time your coffee table looked as pristine as you wanted it to? If you're anything like me, it's been far too long. It's almost as if coffee tables have a secret mission to gather clutter, bills, magazines, half-read books, TV remotes, and let's not forget the occasional snack plate that finds its way there. Over time, instead of being a simple table, it becomes a drop zone for anything in your hands, a silent invitation to chaos. As we grow older, this seemingly small clutter issue can become a real problem. A messy coffee table isn't just an eyesore anymore, it's a hazard. For those of us in our later years, navigating around a cluttered table can lead to trips and falls, putting us at risk for injuries. And let's be honest, bending down repeatedly to clear things off or searching for something buried under the mess can strain our backs and knees. After all, who wants to add unnecessary pain to their day? That's why I strongly recommend a solution that has worked wonders for me. Replace that bulky coffee table with a soft fabric ottoman that also doubles as storage. Not only is it gentler on the legs, no more accidental bumps, but it's also safer for any grandchildren who might come over. The bonus: it provides hidden storage for books, throws, or anything else you want tucked out of sight. It's a game changer, with no temptation to pile things on top. So, what do you think? Is it time to bid farewell to your coffee table and welcome something that brings peace and simplicity into your home? I promise you won't regret it. 2. Duplicate kitchen utensils. Simplify your kitchen, simplify your life. Now, let's move to the heart of the home, the kitchen. Over the years, I'm sure you've noticed how easily utensils seem to multiply. Before you know it, you're staring down a drawer full of mismatched spoons, ladles, and a mountain of knives you barely use. Does this sound familiar? As we age, our kitchens can turn into a maze of clutter, making it harder to find the tools we need when we're preparing meals. And let's face it, who has the energy to sift through all those unnecessary utensils just to find the one you need? Here's the thing, while duplicates might seem practical at first, they take up valuable space. Think about it. Do you need 3 potato mashers or fork and openers? When our kitchens are overflowing, it becomes frustrating just to find what we use. That's when it's time for a change. I suggest taking a deep breath and doing a quick inventory. What are the tools you reach for every day? The ones you truly rely on? Keep those and donate or pass along the rest. It's not just about decluttering. It's about giving yourself the gift of simplicity. When your kitchen is streamlined, cooking becomes easier, and cleaning up afterward is a breeze. So, take a moment and ask yourself, what's lurking in your kitchen drawers that you truly don't need? Reclaim your space and make room for what matters. You'll be amazed at the transformation. 3. Bulky furniture you don't use. Reclaim your space. Let's now turn our attention to those big, bulky pieces of furniture we've all accumulated over the years. Perhaps it's that oversized armchair nobody ever sits in, or that huge dresser that no longer serves a purpose, or even the dining table that's much too big for the family gatherings you rarely host. These items once brought us joy, but now they're nothing but space wasters, making it harder to move around freely. For those of us who are aging, having too much furniture isn't just about aesthetics. It's about safety and convenience. A room filled with oversized pieces can feel more like an obstacle course than a living space, especially if you use a walker or have limited mobility. How many times have you stubbed your toe on that heavy coffee table or struggled to navigate around a massive bookshelf? It's a daily frustration, and I know how much it can take a toll on your well-being. That's why it's so important to ask yourself, do I need all this? If the answer is no, then it's time for a change. Remove or replace the bulky furniture with smaller, more functional pieces that give you the space to breathe. Not only will you make your home safer, but you'll also create a more open and inviting environment. And the best part? You can donate what you don't use or pass it on to your family. It's a win for everyone. So, take a look around your home. What's taking up unnecessary space? Let's make your living space one that you truly enjoy, free of clutter, and full of room to move. 4. Old magazines and newspapers. Clearing the clutter. How many of us have stacks of old magazines or newspapers tucked away in a corner, just waiting to be read? I'll admit, I've been guilty of holding onto them thinking, I'll read this later, or that recipe might come in handy one day. But let's be honest, later rarely comes, and those piles just keep growing, becoming an overwhelming source of clutter. For many seniors, old magazines and newspapers serve as a link to the past, a source of nostalgia, or perhaps a reminder of something important. I get it. But in reality, they often become nothing more than dust collectors, taking up valuable space and adding to the chaos of our homes. And let's not forget the frustration of cleaning around them when we're trying to maintain a tidy space with minimal effort. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Here's a suggestion. Go through those stacks and be selective. Keep only the magazines or articles that truly resonate with you, the ones that have meaning. If you have a favorite recipe or a tip you love, take a photo of it with your phone or clip it for a scrapbook. It's a quick and easy way to preserve memories without the clutter. And believe me, when you finally let go of those old stacks, your home will feel fresher, calmer, and more inviting. So, what's hiding under your coffee table or stacked up on your magazine rack? It's time to let go of what no longer serves you and create a simpler, more peaceful environment. 5. Mystery wires and cords. Untangle the chaos. Now, let's talk about something that hides in corners, drawers, or even under your bed. Mystery wires and cords. You know, the ones I'm talking about, tangled messes of chargers, cables, and old wires for gadgets you don't even own anymore. It's a common problem, but for us seniors, those tangled cords can be more than just unsightly. They can be a serious safety hazard. Tripping over them is easy, and let's face it, it's frustrating trying to untangle that mess every time you need to charge something. Here's my advice. Dedicate an afternoon to sorting through those cords. Label the ones you use regularly with masking tape and a marker. Then, get rid of anything you don't recognize or need anymore. Many libraries and community centers offer e-waste recycling programs, so you can dispose of those cables responsibly. Once you've pared down the clutter, you'll be amazed at how much cleaner and more organized your space will feel. And, best of all, you won't have to dig through a spaghetti pile of wires when you need a charger. Trust me, this small change will make your home feel more serene and orderly, and you'll save yourself from another tangled mess next time you need a cable. 6. Sentimental collectibles. Keep the memories, lose the clutter. Sentimental collectibles. Those items we hold dear because they remind us of a special moment, a loved one, or a time in our lives we never want to forget. Over the years, it's so easy to accumulate trinkets, little figurines, souvenirs from family vacations, or keepsakes from celebrations. I know these items often carry so much meaning and hold the power to transport us back to some of our happiest memories. But here's the thing, when our homes become filled to the brim with these tokens of the past, they stop being the precious treasures they once were. They start to feel more like burdens, weighing us down and creating unnecessary clutter. For many of us seniors, parting with something tied to a memory feels like we're losing a piece of ourselves. I completely understand the emotional attachment we have to these objects. They're not just things, they're fragments of our stories, of the people we've loved, of the experiences that shaped us. But here's a gentle truth I've come to realize. The real memories live within us, in our hearts and minds. The things we keep are just that, things. They don't hold the magic of the moment the way our memories do. Letting go of some of these possessions doesn't mean losing those beautiful moments. It means freeing yourself to embrace the life you're living now. So, what can we do? Well, I encourage you to take a deep breath and start going through your collection. Pick out the pieces that truly make you smile, the ones that stir something in your heart when you look at them. Display those items proudly in a space where they can truly shine, like on a special shelf, inside a shadow box, or in a small cabinet. Let them take center stage, where they can be appreciated without being drowned by the sheer number of other things. Then, consider passing the rest on to loved ones or donating them to others who might appreciate them. Sharing your treasures is a beautiful way to ensure they continue to bring joy while also creating more space for you. Remember, your home should be a place of calm, a sanctuary where you can relax and find peace, not one that overwhelms you with excess. There's beauty in simplicity, in letting go of the things that no longer serve you. So, what sentimental treasures can you simplify today to make room for more joy and serenity in your life? 7. One-time hobby supplies. Letting go of what no longer fits. Hobbies, they're what add color to our lives, aren't they? Over the years, many of us have dabbled in one craft or another. Knitting, painting, gardening, maybe even woodworking or pottery. And I get it, there's something magical about starting a new hobby, the excitement of diving into something new and creative. But here's the truth that we often don't want to admit. Not every hobby sticks. Sometimes, life pulls us in a different direction, or we simply lose interest. And what's left behind? Boxes and boxes of supplies. Unused, forgotten, gathering dust in corners of our homes, under the bed, or shoved in the back of the closet. For us seniors, these unfinished projects can feel like a weight around our necks. They can be a reminder of things we never completed or a symbol of wasted time and money. But in reality, holding on to these supplies doesn't bring back the joy of the hobby. It just takes up space and clutters our minds. It's okay to let go. It's okay to admit that some hobbies no longer serve us. Doing so can feel like a breath of fresh air. Go through your hobby supplies with a clear heart, and keep only the items that spark genuine excitement within you. If the rest of it doesn't bring you joy, it's time to pass it along. Donate the supplies to schools, community centers, or someone who might love to dive into those hobbies. You'll be giving your items a second life while making space in your own home for peace and simplicity. Remember, a clutter-free space isn't just about organization. It's about making room for what truly brings you happiness, whether that's a hobby you still cherish or simply enjoying a more tranquil, organized home. 8. Specialty kitchen appliances. Free your countertops. Ah, the kitchen. What a central, cherished place in our homes. It's where we create, where we nourish, and where we connect with our families. But over the years, our kitchens can easily become overcrowded with specialty appliances. You know the ones. The popcorn maker you only use once a year, the waffle iron you bought on a whim, or that fancy pasta machine that's been collecting dust. We all have them, right? I'm sure you've thought, at least once, I'll use this more often. But the truth is, how often do we pull them out? For many of us, these appliances end up as mere clutter, taking up valuable counter space and creating frustration when we can't find the tools we use daily. For seniors like us, every inch of counter or storage space is precious. Every time we reach for a tool and have to dig through piles of rarely used appliances, it's a moment lost. One that could have been spent enjoying the act of cooking rather than navigating a cluttered space. So, here's my advice. If you haven't used that appliance in the last 6 months, it's probably time to let it go. Stick to the tools that make your daily life easier and more enjoyable, like a good blender or a slow cooker. These versatile gadgets serve us well, unlike the once-used items that simply take up space. By donating or passing along those bulky, space-hogging appliances, you'll not only create a more functional kitchen but one that invites you to enjoy cooking again without the stress of clutter. 9. Holiday plates and decorations. Rethink seasonal storage. Holiday plates, napkins, and decorations. Oh, how we love them, don't we? They add such a festive, joyful touch to our celebrations. From Christmas dinner plates to Halloween serving trays, these items bring out the magic of the season. But let's be honest for a moment. How often do we use these pieces? They come out once a year for just a short period, and then they're tucked away for the next 11 months. The rest of the year, they just take up space in our cabinets, closets, or attic, never to see the light of day. For seniors, managing these seasonal items can be a real chore. Let's face it, climbing up ladders, digging through crowded spaces, and hauling heavy bins of decorations isn't as easy as it used to be. And let's be truthful again, those holiday-themed plates, as lovely as they are, might not be worth the effort if they're just adding to the clutter. So, here's what I suggest. Focus on versatile pieces that can be used for any occasion, not just one day a year. A simple white plate, for instance, can be paired with festive napkins or seasonal centerpieces to create a holiday vibe without the excess. When it comes to decorations, keep a few meaningful or high-impact items, but consider donating the rest. Simplifying your holiday stash will not only make your home easier to manage, but it will also allow you to focus on what truly matters during the holiday season, connecting with loved ones and cherishing the memories rather than stressing over boxes of unused decorations. 10. Simplified office supplies. Keep only the essentials. Now, let's take a moment to think about one area of our homes we often overlook: the office. Whether it's a small desk or a dedicated workspace, it's easy to accumulate office supplies over the years. Pens, markers, staplers, paper clips, sticky notes, you name it. But if we're being honest with ourselves, how many of these things do we use? The drawer full of pens that no longer work, the piles of notepads we forgot we even had, or the empty sticky notes that long since lost their stick. Before we know it, our office supplies have become yet another source of clutter, taking up space that could be better utilized. For seniors, keeping things simple is more important than ever. We don't need an office supply store in our homes. We just need the essentials. A couple of reliable pens, a notepad or two, and maybe a pair of scissors. That's all you need. Take a moment to go through your supplies. Test each item, and if it doesn't work or you haven't used it in ages, toss it. If there's extra that's still in good condition, donate it to a local school or community center. By simplifying your office supplies, you'll create a tidy, organized space that makes handling paperwork or jotting down a note a breeze. So, what's hiding in your desk drawers that's just taking up precious space? It's time to let go of the things you don't need and keep only what truly serves you. 11. Ditch the filing cabinet. Go digital and save space. Let's talk about filing cabinets. Those heavy, clunky relics that seem to accumulate in our homes like an ever-expanding mountain of paper. If you're anything like me, you've probably held onto one for years, stuffing it with all sorts of papers, bills, tax documents, receipts, even old recipes or family notes that no longer hold meaning. It may have seemed indispensable at one point, but over time, those filing cabinets have become a dark abyss, a collection of forgotten paperwork gathering dust. And let's be real, how often do we need to dig through those piles to find a single crucial document? It feels overwhelming, doesn't it? The thought of sifting through those folders to find one elusive piece of paper can feel like an exhausting, never-ending task. Worse still, holding on to all that clutter increases the risk of losing something important, and it weighs down the space around us, both physically and mentally. Here's my heartfelt suggestion. It's time to free ourselves from the paper chains and embrace the digital age. Imagine being able to access your important documents with just a few clicks. No more hunting through disorganized files. Start by scanning your most important papers and saving them to a secure digital folder. And if you're not a tech expert, don't worry. Ask a family member to lend a hand. It's a wonderful opportunity to connect with someone you love, and together, you'll create a more peaceful, organized space. Once your documents are safely digitized, you'll be amazed at how much of that paper clutter can be shredded or recycled. The joy of seeing that bulky filing cabinet disappear, replaced with open, airy space, will be a weight lifted off your shoulders. It's not just about getting rid of papers. It's about creating room for a calmer, simpler life. So, I ask you, what's one paper you can let go of today? It's time to make space for something lighter, something that brings you joy. 12. Outdated plastic cups. It's time to switch to something better. Let's take a moment to look around at those plastic cups we've accumulated over the years. The ones we've gotten from fast food joints, family picnics, or sports games. At first glance, they might seem harmless, maybe even nostalgic, but when you take a closer look, you start to realize the toll they've taken. They crack, they fade, they lose their usefulness over time, and most concerning of all, they may release harmful chemicals into your drink. For us seniors, health is always top of mind, and these little plastic cups may be doing more harm than good. Beyond that, they often crowd our cabinets, taking up precious space that could be used for something more meaningful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let me offer you a solution. It's time to let go of these outdated cups and invest in something better. A set of sturdy glassware or stainless steel tumblers will not only look more elegant on your table, but they'll also be far safer for your health. They're durable and longer lasting, and they'll give you a sense of pride every time you reach for one. And as for the plastic cups, don't throw them away just yet. Repurpose them as small planters or storage containers. This small change can make a world of difference in your kitchen. It'll feel cleaner, more organized, and more intentional. Plus, your drinks will taste so much better in something that's been carefully chosen for quality and safety. 13. Natural air freshening. A healthier way to breathe. Ah, a fresh-smelling home. There's nothing like it. We've all used candles, sprays, or air fresheners over the years to keep our spaces smelling sweet. But let's take a step back and think about what we're breathing in. Many of the products we use to freshen the air are filled with hidden chemicals that can harm our health, especially for us seniors, who may be spending more time indoors. The fact is that many chemicals release toxic chemicals like formaldehyde when burned, and air fresheners often do more to mask odors than to eliminate them. These substances linger in the air and can cause headaches, breathing problems, or irritation, particularly if you suffer from allergies or respiratory issues. Here's my advice. Make the switch to natural alternatives. Essential oil diffusers are a fantastic, chemical-free way to fill your home with calming scents. Soy-based candles without artificial additives can create a cozy atmosphere free from toxins. And don't forget the simple, beautiful act of opening a window to let fresh air in. Even having an indoor plant, like lavender, can help purify the air naturally. You deserve to breathe easy in your home, and these small changes can make a huge difference in your well-being. When we take the time to fill our homes with fresh, clean air, we're not just improving the atmosphere, we're nurturing ourselves most lovingly. What natural alternatives will you bring into your home today? Let's make our living spaces safe, peaceful, and refreshing. 14. Chemical-free laundry. A safer, smarter choice. Laundry. It's a task we all face regularly. But have you ever stopped to think about the products you're using in the process? Take dryer sheets, for example. They may make your clothes smell amazing, but at what cost? Those seemingly harmless sheets are packed with chemicals that can irritate our sensitive skin, especially for us seniors, whose skin is more delicate. Over time, these chemicals can also leave behind a residue that wears down fabric faster, costing you more in the long run. But here's the good news. There's a better way. Wool dryer balls are a fantastic, natural alternative. Not only do they soften your clothes without any chemicals, but they also reduce static and help your laundry dry faster. They're reusable, saving you money and reducing waste. And if you love a fresh scent, simply add a few drops of your favorite essential oil to the dryer balls. And voila, fresh, chemical-free laundry. By making this simple change, you're not only taking care of your skin, but you're also extending the life of your clothes and being kinder to the environment. It's a small but powerful shift that benefits both you and the planet. Isn't it time your laundry routine got a refresh? Let's take this step towards healthier, safer habits. 15. Ineffective bug zappers, a buzzkill for your space. Let's be honest. How many of us have bought a bug zapper, thinking it would be the magic solution to our mosquito and pest problems? At first, they seem like a good idea, a glowing light that promises to rid our spaces of pesky bugs. But after a while, it becomes clear that these devices don't live up to their promise. They often end up attracting more harmless insects than mosquitoes, and the loud zapping noise is enough to make anyone jump. For us seniors, these devices can become more of a nuisance than a help. They need constant cleaning, they're noisy, and there's little proof that they reduce the mosquito population. Here's a better, quieter solution: a simple oscillating fan. The airflow keeps mosquitoes at bay without the need for harsh chemicals or noisy devices. And for indoors, consider installing a mosquito net or screen. It's a gentle, effective way to keep bugs out without any fuss. These solutions are more effective, safer, and less cluttered, helping you create a more peaceful space. If your bug zapper has been gathering dust and failing to do its job, it might just be time to let it go. What's buzzing in your home that doesn't need to be? It's time to clear the air and find better solutions. 16. Unsafe cookware. Protect your health in the kitchen. Let's talk about something we all use every day but rarely give enough attention to: our cookware. Over the years, those trusty pots and pans have served us well, but let's face it, they have started to show signs of wear and tear. Maybe your favorite non-stick pan is now scarred with scratches, or that old frying pan you can't seem to part with has a bottom that's warped beyond recognition. It's easy to convince ourselves that we can keep using them for just a little while longer, but here's the thing. Your health and safety should always come first, especially as we grow older. Scratches on a non-stick pan can be more than just unsightly. They can cause harmful chemicals to leach into your food, and that's something you don't want. A pan with an uneven surface can make cooking feel like a battle, leading to frustrating spills or, worse, burns. As if that weren't enough, older cookware often becomes harder to clean, leaving you with more work and stress in the kitchen. My advice? It's time to let go. Invest in a few high-quality, durable pieces that will not only last but will also keep your meals healthy and your kitchen a place of joy. Think stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic. They're safer, longer-lasting, and much easier to maintain. Recycle or donate the old ones, and create a fresh start in your kitchen. Trust me, there's no greater feeling than knowing your cooking tools are supporting your health, not jeopardizing it. A clutter-free, well-equipped kitchen doesn't just look good. It brings peace of mind and makes every meal a little more enjoyable. So, say goodbye to the old and welcome a new, safer way to cook. 17. Declutter old tech. Let go of yesterday's gadgets. Let's take a walk down memory lane, back to the days when cassette tapes were all the rage and cell phones were the size of bricks. If you're anything like me, you probably still have some of these outdated gadgets stashed away in a drawer somewhere, just in case you need them one day. But honestly, how often do we use these relics from the past? For most of us, these old devices do nothing but take up precious space. And for us seniors, decluttering those outdated gadgets isn't just about reclaiming physical space. It's about clearing our minds and simplifying our lives. Those tangled wires and useless accessories only add to the chaos, making it harder to stay organized and focused. And let's face it, many of these gadgets are no longer compatible with today's tech world, so they just sit there, collecting dust and offering no real value. So, here's my suggestion. It's time to let go. Recycle or donate your old tech items responsibly. Many communities have e-waste recycling programs, and some charities refurbish old tech to help schools or those in need. Ask your family to help sort through what's worth keeping and what's not. When you clear out the clutter, you're not just making room in your drawers. You're creating space in your life for what truly matters. A simpler, more organized home will bring you peace, and you'll feel lighter, knowing that you've made room for new possibilities. 18. Let go of someday items. Free your mind and space. We all have those items, the ones we hold on to because we tell ourselves, I might need this someday. Maybe it's that old sewing machine that hasn't seen the light of day in years, a pile of unused paint supplies, or even a treadmill gathering dust in the corner. We convince ourselves that one day, we'll use them again. But let's be real. How many years have those things been sitting there, forgotten and untouched? For us seniors, these someday items often represent lost dreams or plans we never got around to. While it's wonderful to stay hopeful, holding on to these things only creates unnecessary clutter, both physically and emotionally. They take up valuable space in our homes and our minds, making it harder to focus on what truly matters in the present. My advice? Be honest with yourself about what you'll use. If you haven't touched something in over a year, it's time to let it go. Donate these items to someone who will make good use of them. You'd be amazed at how freeing it feels to pass on something you no longer need, and knowing that it will help someone else makes it even easier. Letting go of these someday items is more than just about clearing space. It's about making room for the life you're living right now, not the one you left behind. Remember, your home should reflect the person you are today, not a version of yourself from the past. 19. Fragrance-loaded dryer sheets. A fresh change for your laundry. Let's take a moment to think about dryer sheets. Those little fabric squares that promise to make our clothes smell fresh and soft. On the surface, they seem harmless enough, but many of them are loaded with chemicals that can be harmful, especially for us seniors with more sensitive skin. The fragrances in these sheets may smell lovely, but they often mask irritants that can lead to rashes, allergies, or even breathing issues. And over time, these dryer sheets leave a sticky residue on your clothes that can make them wear out faster. On top of that, they're a one-time use item, which only adds to household waste and clutter. Here's what I suggest. Switch to natural alternatives like wool dryer balls. They're reusable, chemical-free, and even help reduce static. And if you still want a light fragrance, you can add a few drops of essential oil to the dryer balls. It's a simple change that can make a world of difference, protecting your skin, reducing waste, and keeping your laundry routine much simpler. It's a small adjustment, but it has the power to make your daily life a little cleaner and healthier. Take a moment to reconsider your laundry routine. You'll be amazed at how much better it feels to make the change. 20. Healthy cooking choices. Say goodbye to deep fryers. Let's head back into the kitchen for a moment, but this time, let's focus on that deep fryer sitting in the corner. We all know the appeal: crispy fries, golden chicken, or crispy tempura. But over time, that deep fryer has probably become less of a kitchen necessity and more of a space hog. And let's not forget, fried food, while tasty, isn't exactly the healthiest choice, especially as we get older. For us seniors, maintaining good health is all about making smarter, healthier choices in the kitchen. Deep fryers not only promote unhealthy eating, but they're also a nightmare to clean, taking up valuable space on your counter or in your cabinets. They're heavy, clunky, and often require more energy than they're worth. My advice? It's time to let go of the deep fryer and make room for something healthier and more versatile, like an air fryer or convection oven. These alternatives can create the same crispy, satisfying texture without all the oil, making your meals lighter, healthier, and much easier to clean up afterward. They take up far less space, look sleeker, and bring more ease into your cooking routine. It's a small change that can make a huge difference in your health and happiness. Let go of the old and make room for a more enjoyable, healthier cooking experience. 21. Repurpose hotel freebies. Give them a new life. Those little treasures we collect when we stay in hotels. The shower caps, the tiny bottles of shampoo, the soap bars that smell so wonderful. At first, they seem too valuable to leave behind, like we'll need them for something someday, so we stash them away with the best of intentions. But let's be honest, how often do we use them? If you're anything like me, they probably just end up in a drawer, gathering dust, quietly reminding us of how quickly time passes and how we can accumulate more than we need without even realizing it. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. As we age, it's easy for these small items to pile up. I know, I've been there. We think, I might use this sometime, but how many unused shower caps or miniature lotions do we need? Keeping these things isn't just about the stuff, it's about the emotional weight we carry with us. Having a cluttered space can add to feelings of being overwhelmed, and let's face it, as we get older, we deserve to feel more at ease, not bogged down by things we'll never use. So why not take a moment to go through those drawers, and instead of just holding on to them, let them serve a new purpose. Keep the items that are genuinely useful, like travel-sized toiletries, for your next trip. Then, let go of the rest. Give those extra soaps or unused shampoos to a local shelter or repurpose the shower caps. They work wonders as shoe covers in your luggage, or even as protective covers for food in the fridge. It's a small change, but imagine how much lighter you'll feel both physically and mentally. You won't just be clearing space, you'll be creating room for new memories, and you'll be helping someone else in the process. There's something truly liberating about giving these items a second chance. So, take a look around your home. What little treasures are hiding in your drawers, gathering dust that could be put to good use? Trust me, letting go of things that no longer serve you is a deeply freeing act. You deserve that sense of lightness. 22. Gentle skincare choices. A softer touch for your skin. Let's talk about something that's not just about vanity but truly about care, the state of your skin. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, more delicate, and often more prone to irritation. And if you're like many of us, you may still be holding on to old skincare habits or products that are harsh, even if they're no longer the best for your skin. The makeup wipes, the heavily perfumed lotions. How many times have we stubbornly stuck to products that were once a part of our routine, even when they stop being as effective or gentle as they should be? Now is the perfect time to embrace change and take better care of your skin with a softer, gentler approach. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good in your skin, especially as the years go by. As we get older, we need products that truly nourish us, not ones that strip away our natural oils or overwhelm us with synthetic fragrances. Opt for items with fewer, more natural ingredients, like aloe vera-based moisturizers or gentle, fragrance-free cleansers. They work wonders on our skin, hydrating and soothing without irritation. You'll notice how your skin feels calm, rejuvenated, and loved. If you've been using disposable makeup wipes, consider switching them out for a soft, reusable washcloth paired with a natural cleansing oil. It's better for your skin, kinder to the planet, and will leave you feeling refreshed in a way those harsh products just can't. Your bathroom can be your sanctuary of self-care, a place where you can create a ritual that honors your body and your aging skin. You deserve to treat yourself with the gentleness and care you've always given others. So, take a moment to review your skincare routine. Does it reflect the love and kindness you need? Now is the time for a change that will make a real difference in how you feel, inside and out. 23. Piggy banks in a cashless world, a new purpose for an old friend. Do you remember the thrill of dropping coins into your piggy bank as a child? Watching it slowly fill up with each coin, dreaming of the day it would overflow with savings? Even as adults, many of us held onto these beloved banks, using them to save spare change. But in today's digital world, where credit cards and mobile payments reign supreme, those once cherished piggy banks often sit forgotten on shelves, gathering dust. But let's not be so quick to discard them just yet. For seniors, it's easy to feel like the things we once loved no longer serve a purpose, but these little piggy banks can still bring so much value into our lives. Instead of letting them sit empty, how about turning them into something meaningful again? Consider using them as a memory jar, where you can store small mementos, notes, ticket stubs, little things that remind you of happy moments. Or, if you've got a collection of them, perhaps it's time to choose your favorite one and let the others go. And if you're feeling generous, why not donate and used piggy banks to local schools or community groups? They can bring so much joy and teach a new generation the importance of saving. Clearing out the extras not only frees up physical space but also lightens the emotional load. Letting go of the things we don't need, even when they hold memories, creates room for new experiences and joy. It's a small act, but it's so symbolic of the way we can transform our spaces and our lives by simply being mindful of what truly matters. 24. Old magazines and newspapers. Clear the clutter and breathe easier. Isn't it amazing how easily magazines and newspapers can accumulate? You pick up a new issue, clip out a recipe, and before you know it, you're buried under piles of reading material you never got around to finishing. We've all been there, right? We keep thinking, I'll read that article later, or I need that recipe for next time, but months go by, and we never look at them again. The piles grow, and suddenly, they aren't just a clutter issue, they're a reminder of missed opportunities and forgotten intentions. For seniors, keeping these stacks around isn't just about clutter, it's about emotional and physical space, too. Letting them pile up not only makes your home feel cramped, but they also attract dust and allergens, which can make it harder to breathe easily. And navigating around piles of paper can become a tripping hazard, especially as we get older. So, what can we do? Start by going through your collection and keeping only the items that truly bring joy or have real value. If there's a recipe or an article that has stood the test of time, photograph it, clip it, and keep it in a safe place. Then, let go of the rest. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel after clearing away the clutter. Your home will breathe easier, and so will you. What's hiding under your coffee table or in that magazine rack? Take a moment to clear it out. Your space and your heart will thank you for it. 25. Bulky furniture adjustment. Create a more comfortable space. Let's talk about furniture. The big, heavy pieces that have been with us for years. Maybe it's the overstuffed armchair that no one sits in anymore, or the dining table that's become too much of a hassle to use. Over time, we hold on to these items because of the memories they hold, but they can also weigh us down, literally and emotionally. A cluttered room full of oversized furniture can make your home feel cramped, and as we get older, it can also make it harder to move around safely. For seniors, adjusting your furniture isn't just about making your space look nice. It's about creating a space that works for you. A room full of bulky pieces can increase the risk of trips or falls, especially if you use a cane or walker. That's why it's important to reassess what you truly need. Ask yourself, do I still use this? And, does this make my space feel welcoming and easy to navigate? If the answer is no, then it might be time to donate, sell, or simply get rid of the furniture that no longer serves you. Replace it with smaller, more functional pieces that give you more room to move and breathe. This isn't just about creating a more beautiful home, it's about making your space work for you. It's about prioritizing comfort and safety so you can continue to enjoy your space to the fullest. You deserve that peace of mind. Let go of what's holding you back and create a home that supports you physically and emotionally. 26. Unnecessary decorations. Simplify your space with meaningful touches. Let's take a moment to think about all the decorations we've gathered over the years. It's so easy to fall into the trap of picking up little trinkets, figurines, or colorful wall hangings that we thought would add a bit of charm and personality to our homes. At first, these items felt like they brought life to our spaces, each one contributing to the cozy warmth of our surroundings. But over time, something happens. They pile up. What once felt like a delightful touch now feels like overwhelming clutter. And instead of bringing joy, these things slowly become just more stuff to clean around. As seniors, simplifying our decorations isn't about removing warmth or personality from our homes. It's about curating a space that truly reflects what matters most to us. By holding on to only those pieces that carry deep sentimental value or serve a functional purpose, we transform our homes into peaceful, calming environments that we love to spend time in. It could be that old family photo that always makes you smile, a vase passed down from a dear relative, or a painting that still stirs something in your soul every time you see it. These are the items that breathe life into your home, that make it uniquely yours. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. I encourage you to take a slow, reflective walk through your home. Pause and ask yourself, does this item bring me joy, or is it just taking up space? There's no guilt in letting go of things that no longer resonate with you. Donate, give away, or simply discard those decorations that no longer serve a meaningful purpose. You'll be amazed at how freeing it feels to lighten your space and, more importantly, how the things you truly cherish begin to shine brighter. Simplifying your decor doesn't mean it's less beautiful. It's a way to invite elegance and ease into your life, creating a space that's not just visually pleasant but also easy to maintain. So, what items can you simplify today, and what pieces will you keep to remind you of the beauty of the past and the peace of the present? 27. And used fitness gadgets. Reclaim your space and simplify your life. Let's be honest with ourselves. How many of us have that corner or closet filled with fitness gadgets we bought in the heat of the moment, convinced that they were the key to improving our health and well-being? Maybe it's a thigh master, a set of unused resistance bands, or even a treadmill that's become nothing more than an expensive coat rack. At the time, they seemed like such a good idea, didn't they? We thought, this is it, this is what will make a difference. But in reality, if we're not using these gadgets, they just end up taking up precious space in our homes and, worse, making us feel guilty for not following through on our fitness goals. For seniors like us, staying active is vital, but it doesn't require a collection of expensive equipment or cluttered rooms full of unused gadgets. All that extra stuff only makes it harder to move around safely in our own homes. And let's be real, every time we see those unused items, they're a painful reminder of what we haven't done, which can create feelings of discouragement. So, here's what I suggest. Take a moment to assess the fitness gear you have. Are they things that you use, or are they just gathering dust? Keep the basics, a yoga mat, a set of light weights, maybe even a simple exercise ball. But anything that's no longer serving you or that you never use can be donated or sold. Imagine someone else finding joy in those items you no longer need. The best part? It opens up space in your home, allowing you to breathe easier and focus on the activities you truly enjoy. After all, the key to a healthy and happy life doesn't lie in owning every fitness gadget out there. Sometimes, it's as simple as taking a walk, stretching, or just moving your body in a way that feels good. So, what fitness gadgets can you let go of today, freeing up space for the joy and simplicity of your daily routines? 28. Share and used items. Declutter with purpose and joy. Let's talk about something that can bring even more joy to the decluttering process. Sharing. Over time, we all accumulate things we no longer need, items that are still in perfectly good condition but have lost their place in our lives. It could be extra dishes you never use, a chair that no longer fits your home, or even books you've already read and have no intention of reading again. These possessions may no longer serve you, but they could become a blessing to someone else who needs them. For seniors like us, decluttering isn't just about creating a tidier home. It's about finding meaning and purpose in the process. By giving away those unused items, you're not just freeing up physical space. You're also creating emotional space for connection, compassion, and community. Donating to local charities, schools, or shelters not only helps others but also brings a sense of fulfillment to us. Knowing that our things are going to people who will appreciate them and use them makes the whole process feel more worthwhile. Here's my advice. Take one area of your home and begin to gather the items you no longer need. Look at each item and think about who might benefit from it. Maybe it's a neighbor in need, a family member, or even a local organization. Donating these things not only lightens your load but also deepens your connection with the world around you. By passing on your unused belongings, you're creating space for what truly matters, in your home and your heart. You're not just decluttering. You're sharing love, making room for kindness, and strengthening the bonds between you and others. What unused items can you share today? And how might that act of giving open up new spaces in your life, both physically and emotionally? As we wrap up this video, I hope you found some inspiring ideas to help simplify and enrich your life. From streamlining your decorations and letting go of unused fitness gadgets to sharing those items that no longer serve you, there are so many ways to declutter both your physical space and your mind. These small changes can make such a big difference in how we feel, live, and connect with others. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far? What's one thing that stood out to you? And how will you bring it into your life today? Please leave your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to bring you more tips and inspiration for living your best life. Thanks for watching.